Hey, how's it going? It's Aaron.facciolini here, and man, am I excited for this video. Okay, so I've actually waited over a week to do this video, and I'll tell you why in just a second. So, alright, so here we are with the reverse commissions overview. Okay, so if you're here right now watching this video, chances are you're probably just now hearing about the company, and probably interested in understanding why it's going viral so quickly, and is all the hype legitimate and well-founded. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about, and then I'm going to break down I'm going to do an in-depth look at the compensation plan. I'm going to talk about the products, the teams, and really why these massive claims are being made and why they are well-founded, but there is a lot of hype surrounding this right now for good reason. Now, I myself am going to try to contain myself from coming off as hypey and any sort of like salesy in this video, because it's not the point. The point is to convey to you why this hype exists in the first place and why this company is going to explode and send a shockwave through the entire marketing and online business community. Okay, so the claims being made right now are 5 to 10. Some people are even claiming $20,000 before Christmas when you join this company on their teams. Okay, now the truth is that yes, this is going to happen for some people, but there is a catch. Okay, there always is. And it really just comes down to, is this realistic for you? Now, is it possible for you, the average person, never made money online before, or has at least struggled, to make any sort of consistent or any sort of massive money? Is it still possible for that person? Yes, it is. But again, there is a catch. You have to take specific action in order to achieve this. I said take action, but action's not enough. Specific action. Okay, there's a blueprint, a formula for success. And if you're watching this during pre-launch or post, in the general vicinity of the launch period, you are in position to succeed with this very quickly. Okay, now I don't want to say that company, once this company has matured 4 or 5, maybe 6 months down the line, that you won't be able to succeed with this. It's not true. Just look at Easy One Up right now. Easy One Up's been around for 6-7 months, and people are still turning out massive commissions every single week with it. Okay, so it's not true, but it's just easier right now, and especially for the newbie, this is really where most newbie case studies, newbie testimonials are born. People who've never seen success before usually come out of companies at the very, very beginning. Okay, that's usually where it all happens, and that attracts other people in, other people who are struggling to figure this whole thing out and struggling to make any sort of income online. It attracts those into the company as well later on. That's called the second wave. Right now, you get to leverage the team's efforts, the company's efforts, and the viral explosion that's about to happen, and that is happening with reverse commissions. Now, in order to understand why this is happening and why this hype is being generated and why these numbers will take place, it's not very hard to understand. Okay, all you have to do is just turn the clock back 6-7 months ago, when Easy One Up was first introduced to the market. It spread like a wildfire. Okay, nobody's seen it coming, and it was an anomaly. It did a lot of things differently and just really revolutionized the industry. It wasn't super revolutionary, but just a few tweaks that the company made literally just lit fire to the whole community, and it just, like I said, it sent a shockwave. Well, some big leaders got positioned early on and positioned their team members directly under them very early into the company, and this generated so many newbie case studies. People have never made money online before. People have never even, even tried to, never even heard of it. People that just came on that day were making money instantly with Easy One Up, and this attracted thousands of people into the company very quickly, but nobody's seen it coming. That's the thing. It was rare. It was an anomaly. Like the Mansell team blew up. It was just nobody's seen it coming. But the difference here is everybody sees reverse commissions coming. Everybody knows it's happening because reverse commissions has been born out of Easy One Up. It's a direct result, and it's a tweak and a modification to that business model and that compensation model. And everybody knows it's happening. Okay, see, nobody knew Easy One Up was happening, but now that everybody knows this is happening, they're getting positioned now because they want a piece of that insane explosion that happened at the beginning of Easy One Up. And if you're watching this during pre-launch or in the vicinity of the the launch period, you have a chance to ride that wave up. Now, am I saying, like I said, am I saying months down the line that you won't be able to succeed with this? Absolutely not. It just gets harder. You increase the friction and the resistance and the pull of hungry buyers. The viral buyers are, it gets smaller and smaller as the weeks and months go on. As is, obviously we can just look at Easy One Up to show proof of that. Okay, so enough of that. Let's get into the presentation here. There's a lot of information I want to go over that I think will really help you understand and succeed with this company. Okay, now one other thing that I want to say right now is, if you know me, then I am in Easy One Up. I do promote it. I'm doing very well with Easy One Up. I had no intentions of ever coming into this. In fact, the person who presented it to me, I immediately shot him down and said, absolutely not. I'm not looking to do anything else. I'm doing well with Easy One Up. But he is a very well respected, and he's got a big reputation. He's, when he says look at something, I look at something. Okay, so I did him the favor, I looked at it, and as soon as I looked at it, I spent the last week researching it, because I was like, is this really happening? Like, I really couldn't believe it. So all I really did is look behind the hood and checked out who was behind the company. I wanted to know that they were legal, honest, ethical marketers with a good, proven track record. I'm happy to relay the information that they are. Okay, it's Dow Payne Sizer behind the Infinity Profit System. So if you want to go do your own homework on who's behind this company, there you go. Go look at Infinity Profit System and those creators, and you'll have an understanding of how much money these people generate for other people when they launch something. Okay, so this is exciting stuff. Now, just looking at the reverse commissions as the 30,000 foot view right here, it's going to look almost exactly like Easy One Up. That's because, like I said, it's born out of, it's just a few modifications to the Easy One Up model, and it's like putting Easy One Up on steroids, and I literally mean that. That's exactly what's going on. So just like Easy One Up, it's digital business marketing education products. Okay, very hot in demand products that every single marketer and budding marketer needs. The core fundamentals to succeed online. That the nuts and bolts of marketing online is what these products center around. Is what many other companies' products center around. And as I've said before, digital information products. Information is the most bought and sold commodity online. It generates billions of dollars per year. It's one of the most lucrative markets to tap into. So rest assured, this is a hot market. Okay. And what's awesome about the commission structure and this, basically what you do when you come into reverse commissions is you get the resale rights to resell these products. You basically buy the license to own your own products to sell online, okay, just like Easy One Up. It's 100% commissions. They're instantly paid out through whatever payment processor you choose. There's no monthly fees for them, which is that's a huge attractor factor for it. And then split payouts. This is the huge deviation from Easy One Up. This is where they're rewriting the script and changing the game and setting the bar quite high. Okay, so I'm going to get into that in just a second here. So let's get into it and explain how this commission model works. Okay, this is going to look at like Easy One Up at first, but there's a few variations here. Okay, so I'm using the $500 level as an example because it's the easiest way to illustrate this. Okay, so what happens is when you come in and you pay your product fee, whether it's $25 to $500 level, we're using $500. You buy the $500 product, you get every single product comped at that point. Okay, so you get all the other ones free. Okay, but if you came in at the $25 and you wanted to upgrade later, you'd have to pay individually. Again, so if you wanted to go from 25 to 100 to 250 to 500, you'd have to pay each one of those prices. Came straight in, you get everything comped. Okay, that's the one thing I will say right away. Now what happens is you pay your sponsor for the license rights to resell these products and set your business up. What's awesome with reverse commissions is they have a much better platform for like an in-house platform, marketing platform than Easy One Up does. Okay, I will get that out of the way first. It's it's an awesome platform. Okay. Two, when you generate your first sale, let's say that person also comes in at $500, that gets paid directly to you, so you break even immediately. So this was the big selling point of Easy One Up. So they're taking that, right? Next, the second sale gets passed up to your sponsor. So, the second sale, whether it's generated by yourself, whether it's generated by your team, by the company, which I'll get into in a second, which is exciting stuff, wherever that sale comes from, it will be passed up to your sponsor, okay? Then the third is to you, then the fourth is to your sponsor. So there's the one deviation that's different than Easy One Up. So there's two leverage levels on this compensation model, okay? So there's 2 points of leverage, which we're going to get into. I'll explain how powerful that is, okay? And then the fifth sal all the way into forever eternity is yours, paid directly to you 100%. Nobody gets those, okay? So I'm going to explain why this is really, really powerful in just a moment, but here's the one massive tweak This is why I think most people are going to come into this compensation plan. They may either do away with Easy 1UP, or they may just do both. I'm probably going to do both, but this is why people are jumping into this like crazy right now. Okay, so what happens is, typically with programs like this, and we'll just again use Easy 1UP as an example. If you were to make a $500 sale and you weren't qualified to do that, meaning you didn't have that product level, and you only came in at $250, right? You would lose that sale completely. 100% of that would go to your sponsor because you're not qualified to make that sale. It's different here in reverse commissions. What happens now is it actually gets split two ways. You still get your $250 for making that sale, and then the rest of the $250 just rolls up. Okay, that is life-changing stuff. That's revolutionary stuff. That is rewriting the script, and it's setting the bar quite high. Okay, and it really shows its face when you look at the $25 level. So if you come in at a lower level, 25 and 100. Same thing. If you made a $500 sale, instead of not making anything, you still get your share of the pie. You still get $25. $475 rolls up. Okay, that means you can literally make money on every single sale in this company. That is amazing. Okay, except for, of course, the second and the fourth will roll up. Now let's look at why having the second and fourth roll up is so damn powerful. All right. So right now, disclaimer, this is going to come off for certain people as kind of a pyramid scheme. Okay, now if that's you, I feel sorry for you, and you probably should just end the video now, because I mean, if you're already thinking along those lines, then chances are you're never going to change the way you think. Hopefully I can change your mindset, but if not, it'll probably be best if you leave now. For those of you who are serious and understand how business online works, let's get into this. All right, so 4 people is all you ever need to focus on, and I'm sure you've heard this before. It's going to sound kind of cliche, but if everybody gets 4, truly this is where the power of the program shines. Okay, and it's so damn easy to do this. I mean, it is stupid easy to get 4 people. I've done it in less than an hour of promoting this company. I haven't sent one single email out, haven't sent one video out, haven't sent one Facebook post out. All I did was mention it to a few people, and I already have 8 people signed up under me that quickly. Okay, plus my team's generating leads for me too. It's just crazy how easy this is. And anybody that comes up with an excuse as to why they can't do this, just stop and go back and work a job and struggle for the rest of their life, because they're just going to continue to be woe is me their whole damn life. Okay, hopefully that's not you. Anyway, getting back on track here. If you get 4 people, boom, look at this. What happens is 2 of those people roll up to your sponsor. Okay, so you're not really going to focus on those, but the 2 people that you bring in, that obviously you get paid on, you're going to teach these people how to get 4 people. How are you going to do that? You're going to use the same blueprint I'm going to give you, the same blueprint that our team's using to duplicate. Okay, so you're going to show them the blueprint. Okay, introduce them to it, make sure that they're taking action, keep on top of them. Okay, make sure that they get their 4 sales. It's very important, 4 and not 3. I know a lot of people would rather do 3, but it's 4. The reason you want to do 4 is because the 4th sale gets rolled up to you. Okay, so what happens is these guys get their 4, and then 2 of those get rolled up to you. Well, guess what? When these 2 learn how to generate 4, 2 of those get rolled up to you as well. And in this very easy to understand scenario, in a perfect world scenario, what would happen is if everybody here came in at the $500 level, you would make $7,000 from 28 people. Well, not even from 28 people, from half that, from 14 people. Okay, but just by teaching 2 people how to get 4 people, that is the potential. This is why I'm telling you, on day 1 and week 1 and month 1 of this company during launch, people are going to be doing this. People who just came online for the first time today are going to be doing these type of numbers, because it's that possible. And people who want it bad enough, people who are going to put the plan into action bad enough, they are going to see these type of results. Are you going to? I don't know. I don't know you. I don't know what you're going to do, what kind of action you're going to take, what kind of excuses you're going to make. Okay, but if you're an action taker who's committed to this and can see what's happening here and see the opportunity here, this is not just a possibility, it becomes a probability. Okay, so let's get into a little bit more as to how this is really going to come together for you. All right, so again, those numbers are big, and I'm not promising you and guaranteeing you that you're going to see these numbers. I'm just saying what's possible here. Now, here is where things get a lot easier for you. Not only are you getting in during the viral boom of it, so you have that viral, people are going to be flocking everywhere looking for information on this. I'm going to show you how to position yourself so that they just run straight into you, and just how to really go out there and utilize this to your advantage. Okay, But the company themselves is doing a company-wide rotator. I've never seen anybody do this before in any company. That's massive. So every single link that all the traffic that the company owners are sending themselves going to their own personal rotator. The company's default domain is a rotator, so every single person is going to be getting sales and signups from the company themselves. Now, obviously, this is going to be a big rotator, so it's going to be very slow, so don't count on it. But it's a massive incentive. Okay, it's going to help people walk through this door very easily. 2. By the way, that rotator qualifies for every level, 25 up to 500. 2, you're getting our exclusive team rotator. Okay, when you come into the team rotator, this is a much smaller rotator, so it's going to generate sales much quicker, especially at the very beginning of a launch. By the way, I'll take this time to just quickly set the record straight about rotators, because right now it might seem like I have conflicting views on rotators. That's because I do have conflicting views on rotators. Rotators in the very beginning of a company like this, right? As we can see and point straight to Easy One Up as proof of this, in the very beginning, rotators are super effective. I mean, because there's so many people waiting to come in and coming in and being attracted to it, like moths to a flame, that what happens is the rotators are spitting sales out for everybody very quickly in the beginning. After a while, 2, 3, 4 months down the line, what happens is the sales slow down. It just happens, and the rotators get bigger because of this. And it's a vicious cycle, because as the sales are slowing down and the rotators are getting bigger, that means it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and less people are making sales at slower rates. That's just what happens in the life cycle of a rotator. Okay, so at the very beginning of the boom, they work incredibly efficiently. This is why you'll see teams start transitioning to co-ops later on, because the rotators really stop working after a while. Okay, so at the very beginning, they work very well. Okay, and I'll just say that for now. 2, I don't want you to come in just because of the rotators. Don't come in here and think that you're going to sit on your ass and the sales are just going to pile up for you. Because here's the catch with the rotator. In order to be on the rotator, you have to promote the rotator, and I think that is the most fair thing I've ever seen. If you want sales from the rotator, you promote the rotator link. Once per day. It's all you have to do. It's not like you have to send all your leads to the rotator. Just once per day. It could be in an email. It could be on a Facebook post. It could be in a YouTube video. Whatever it is, once per day, just promote that rotator link. This is how everybody pays it forward and is on the rotator. Okay, just a FYI. Also, you're going to get access to the private coaching groups, and again, it comes down to following the daily action plan. It's not hard. Okay, it's super simple stuff. I mean, the daily action plan. If you just do it, and just eliminate the doubt from your mind, right? And just turn your mind off. Just do the motions. This is probably what you do at work anyway, right? You go there, you probably can't wait until you're out of there. You're just thinking about something else, right? Just going through the motions. Go through the motions. You're going to get the results. The minute you start generating results, you take those results. You share those results. That's called leverage. What the results do is attract new people to you. The results are going to attract more results. Then when you get more results, you share the more results. And then it attracts more results. Guess what? That is marketing 101. That is how people thrive and succeed online. That is how simple it is. You have a team that generates results for you, helps you generate results, and leverage the team results. That's going to get you something. It's going to get you some momentum. Then you're going to take that. You're going to share all that with to your audience. If you don't have an audience, you need to start generating one using our daily action plans. Okay. And it's just a never-ending cycle, and your income literally grows as a result of this. The more results that you generate and the more times you share those results, the more it's going to attract them. Okay, that's how you see the big leaders attract massive amounts of people and massive amounts of wealth to themselves. Okay, just an FYI, that's how this works. Super pre-launch bonus. This is being done by me specifically. If you decide to join right now during pre-launch, and obviously if I don't get 10 people before pre-launch, this is going to go into the launch week as well. But the first 10 people who decide to partner with me, I will be placing 2 people directly under you. I'm only doing this for the first 10. Okay, so don't think I'm going to make an exception. If you want in on this, take action quickly. Okay, so what happens is you're going to fill out a form below here. It's going to be a Google form. I'm going to get your email address. What I'm going to do is I'm going to email you somebody else's link. You can contact me on Facebook too if you want to. I'm going to email you somebody else's link. You're going to join through them. Okay. When you join through them and get your link, you're going to send me back your link. I'm going to then put your link next in line to send to the next person whose email I get. And the reason I have to do it this way is so that you don't join through my link, so that you join through somebody else's link. So this is how the forced sales works. Okay, so that's what I'm going to have you do if you're in the first 10 people. Now, after the first 10 people, post-launch, what I'll be doing is turning my own video link into a rotator link. So if you join through this video or any other video that I may have out at that time, I'll be doing my own private rotator links for you. So when you join through here, obviously I won't be doing this forever because, again, like I just said, rotators lose their efficiency at a late stage in the game. They only have a very short lifespan at the very beginning. The quicker that the closer to the launch period that the rotators are, the better that they work. Okay. So the extra bonuses that I'm adding in here is my Craigslist course. You can check it out, the sales page. I'll be giving you access to that for free. It's Craigslist Master Blueprint 2.0. I'll be giving you my YouTube ranking blueprint. YouTube is going to generate an enormous amount of sales for this company in the very beginning. You would be a fool to not take advantage of this, right now. Okay. 3, I'll be sharing with you the Facebook ad strategy that was just taught to me by a 7-figure mentor, who charges $1,000 for this information. You will not have to pay that. I paid that. Okay. I'll relay the information to you, and I'll also be creating a video for you to use. Well, I'll be using the video, but if you need to use my video for whatever reason, I will give that to you. It'll be better to make your own video because you want to personally brand yourself, but if for whatever reason you need my video, I'll give you the video that I'm using for this strategy so that you can generate results for yourself. Again, the sooner that you personally brand yourself, the better, though. Okay. Then the top 3 paid traffic vendors that I know of, I'll be giving you access to them as well. Okay. Now, in the very beginning of this, you're not going to have to worry about paid traffic. It's going to be so easy to generate sales from free traffic from the simplistic methods that we give you that you don't worry about paid traffic. Not right now, at least. Okay. So I'm going to back out of here, and I'm just going to introduce you to the groups that you'll be joining. So this is the launch group right now. Okay. This is the people that are getting on board right now, ready and just waiting to upgrade to their paid memberships on launch day. This is at 4,000 people already. Now, this is where you really start to see the fact that this number right here is going to get dwarfed once this company launches. Okay. 2, this is our private group right here that you'll also be added to. I'm partnered with Kevin Dubé and Tony Torres, which is part of the Dominique Barbie's team. So you are getting the best of both worlds when you join us. So just keep that in mind. Kevin and Tony are amazing leaders. They've done very well in digital altitude, and Tony's done very well in Easy 1-Up. In fact, he's like one of the top earners. These guys are freaking awesome. I love them. So it's great to be a part of this team. And this is the smaller rotator that we're talking about in this. But there's there's a lot going on here. And as you can see, the amount of people that are using the daily action plan and getting results right now. Look at this. Look how many people are posting their results just from taking our daily action plan. And the cool thing about this whole pre-launch period right now is it gives you that sense of security, because if everybody upgrades to paid membership on day 1, that everybody's going to get paid, right? So that's cool. You actually get to see the people below you before you even pay. It's like, oh wow, this is really working. I really have members under me. So the minute that everybody pays and upgrades, it's going to light up like a freaking Christmas tree. And like I said, this thing is going to send a shockwave through the online community like never before, and it will make everybody look at this thing. Okay, people are going to gravitate to this thing very quick. Okay, so get in as quick as possible, get set up, click the link below, send me a message on Facebook so I can properly get you set up, or email me or whatever form of communication you prefer. But yeah, get in as quick as possible, get positioned with a team that is going to explode. Okay, this thing is ready to pop off, and if you don't get in now, I'm telling you, you will regret it. I promise you that much. Okay, so enough of that. Thank you so much for watching this whole video. I cannot wait to get started with you. Okay, so see you inside.